Hey everybody, it's your girl Tina T. I just wanted to come to you with a quick video regarding something Cricut has recently released this week, and it's actually on their website learn.cricut.com. So this is actually a learning library, and it actually has everything you need to know for getting started with crafting. This is actually something I wish I had as a reference, but of course, you know, I learned just watching different videos and things like that on YouTube, which is also a great tutorial, you know, if you're somebody who is very visual. So the first thing they have on here is actually a Cricut Materials cheat sheet for beginners. So it goes over the different types of materials, like cardstock, iron-on, which is also known as heat transfer vinyl, removable vinyl, and permanent vinyl. It tells you what project is great for. It tells you the types of materials or types of surfaces you can actually apply that vinyl onto. It also lets you know what essentials and accessories you're going to need, and we're going to get into that a little bit later here. And then what you need to know. Some important information that you need to know as far as like any prepping, cleaning, mirroring your design or not to mirror your design. And if you want to learn more, they do have online courses that they now offer. Okay, moving right along, they actually have the Cricut machine mat cheat sheet. So I know when you go onto Cricut.com, or even, you know, if you get your mats at a local retailer, you may see these different colors and you're like, wow, is it just because, you know, the color is pretty or anything like that? No, each mat actually has a purpose. So you have your light grip mat for your lightweight materials. You have the green one, which is for medium weight materials. Your strong grip is going to be your purple. And then your pink one is for pretty much all fabrics, like really just fabric, of course, and crepe paper. It tells you actually how to care for your mat as well. And which is really cool to know. You know, you might think it because it lost its stickiness that you need to go out and buy a new one, or if there's some pieces that got, you know, stuck on it, it pretty much tells you how to remove it in at a 45-degree angle or less. And then you also have your helpful tools like your spatula. You know, with your Cricut, when you get the essentials kit, your spatula, it lifts to cut pieces, your tweezers, what they're for, and a scraper. Okay, it lets you know when to replace your mat, which is basically when it loses its stickiness, or you notice materials shift up, rip, or shred during the machine use. Now, a little thing I will suggest is there are videos and tutorials out there that will tell you, you know, how to clean your mat. And so honestly, I have gotten a lot of use out of my mats, and I'm gonna just be honest, I would just literally go buy a new one, you know, when you notice it's losing its, you know, its purpose. So they also have tips on there as far as how to peel your material. You always want to peel the mats away from your material, such as your vinyl. It's not needed when using the smart materials cut with compatible machines, and that's something I may get into on the next video as far as reviewing the different Cricut machines that they have. Okay, now your project checklist. So this is just a basic guide. Of course, there are thousands of things that you can do as far as projects, and you are not limited to just what's on here. Okay, so it says personalized t-shirts, pillows, or tea towels. It tells you what type of vinyl, or if you're making card projects or paper flowers, it'll tell you what type of cardstock or smart paper that you may need. Of course, you're always going to need your Cricut Design Space app, your Cricut cutting machine, and then also the mats. It'll tell you which one to use. If you're going to need a weeder or scraper, scissors, or portable trimmer, and blanks. So if you're new to the crafting world, I am going to get into some definitions maybe in another video. Blanks is basically just the blank item that you're, you know, customizing, such as a t-shirt or a tote bag. Your scoring tool, that is a different type of blade that you would use on your Cricut. And then, of course, a Cricut Easy Heat Press, or sometimes people use a iron or a heat press. And we'll get into that on another video as well. So, and then also your lovely transfer tape. Again, that will be another video, okay? Just wanted to come to you guys with something quick. Now, the top terms for beginners. I love this, because if you're like me, when I started in the crafting world, I was just like, Okay, what does that mean? You have this fancy tool, like you see the brayer right here, and it's like, what does this stuff do, right? So, of course, Design Space, that's the software for Cricut. Canvas is the actual screen that you design within Cricut Design Space, where you're going to create your project, okay? And then SVG, this is something that you really need to know, and we're going to get into that in another video. SVG is pretty much a scalable vector graphic. So this is an image file type for Design Space uploads. Because SVG files are not composed of pixels, they can be scaled larger or smaller, and you can actually also take them apart as well when you're doing layering and things like that. Again, that'll be more detailed in another video, but if you're a beginner and you see SVGs and stuff like that, that is very important to pay attention to. Don't think you can just always go to Google, find an image, and do a print and cut, or just do a cut, or actually, yeah, even a cut, because it will pixelate your image. And again, that'll be in another video, okay? Layers, that's when you're layering. That's pretty much your colors. If you have an image that has like, oh gosh, a bunch of different colors to work with, that is very essential to know, and especially when you're layering your vinyl and things like that, okay? The machine mat, we already got into that. Vinyl, that is of course your material, whether it's heat transfer, permanent vinyl, things like that. Infusible ink, I will be honest, I have not really gotten into that. It's kind of like, I would guess, Cricut's own thing of, sublimation. I could be wrong, YouTubers, correct me if I'm wrong. But I really haven't gotten into that, so I'm gonna leave that there. Transfer tape. Okay, so your transfer tape is pretty much the plastic film that you lift the vinyl sign from. And again, I will have a video on that. Okay, then your brayer, that is actually an essential hand tool, okay, to firmly press materials onto your Cricut mat. And it actually gets rid of the wrinkles, bubbles, and things like that. Pretty much, long story short, smooth out your project, excuse me, and smooth out the surface, okay? Then weeder. So, of course, that is very essential when it comes to weeding, especially with vinyl. It's pointy, sharp head that is used to separate unwanted vinyl, iron on, and or infusible ink material from its liner to prepare a design for transfer. And then last but not least, your lovely scraper. It's the little hand tool to remove scraped material from cutting mats, okay? It can also be used to smooth materials as well, okay? So that's pretty much it. Now this is just a decision tree, if you will, as far as which Cricut heat press is right for me. So pretty much, now this is the Cricut brand. In no way, shape, or form am I getting paid to endorse Cricut or anything like that. But they do have, now they even have their own heat press. So it lets you know if you want to, design and, on hats. They have a hat press. They have the mini press. They have the mug press for mugs. T-shirts, home decor, things like that. They have the easy presses. How many projects do you make at a time? So this is essential if you're, just doing things here and there for yourself or for other family members. It'll tell you what you may need. Whether it's just the easy press, the one that just, you press down and keep it moving, or the auto press, which is their automated heat press, okay? And that's actually in a 15 by 12 inch dimension. So okay, now this goodie here is just for pens and markers, cheat sheets for beginners. I have not dabbled in that part of my Cricut machine as long as I've had it, to be honest with you, but it does give you information as far as the different type of line sizes, the tips, the compatible materials such as your cardstock, sticker cardstock, labels, things like that, okay? And pretty much there are more tutorials, again, where you can learn more as far as designing and things like that, Okay, so I just wanted to come and show you guys this quick little tutorial as far as what Cricut now has. Again, this is something that is very great to have, you know, saved to your favorites, printed out, whatever have you, as a great reference for beginners who do speak Cricut, such as myself. Okay, so if you have any comments or questions or anything, please don't hesitate to comment below. Make sure you like and hit that subscribe button and the bell. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.